Dominik Mysterio and Juliette combine net worth in 2025. Wrestling fame, salary, and personal ventures. Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Fans are always curious about the real dough that WWE stars like Dominik are making, especially now that he's got his hands on the Intercontinental Championship in late 2025. At just a young age, this wrestler has managed to turn his heel character into a moneymaker for the WWE and build himself a very solid financial foundation in the process. His wife, Juliette, keeps out of the spotlight mostly, but still gets to enjoy the perks of her husband's growing fame and the life that comes with it. Together, they make a pretty interesting pairing of wrestling success and quietly putting down roots. How Dominik Mysterio built solid wealth through WWE fame. Dominik Mysterio is sitting pretty with a net worth hovering between $2 million and $3 million as of December 2025 at least. That's what the wrestling news outlets are saying. This amount is a reflection of the annual salary he pulls in from WWE, which can be anywhere from $350,000 to $500,000, though that's not all. It's also got the performance bonuses he racks up from road shows and house shows thrown in. He quotes also doing all right on the merchandising front, with fans just eating up the Dirty Dom gear, which is a big bonus since fans can't get enough of his t-shirts and whatever other goodies are on offer. Last year, he even managed to snag a sweet endorsement deal with Wingstop, which is no surprise given how fond he is of their chicken tenders. His membership in the Judgment Day stable also keeps him in high-profile storylines on Raw that increase his exposure and earnings. All these sources of income ensure that he is steadily increasing his coffers as he pursues even greater actions in the ring. How Juliette keeps things private while sharing Dominik's growing success. Juliette does not have a public net worth figure because she maintains a low profile, and no clear career details appear in recent reports from 2025. The couple first met back in high school Spanish class at age 14 and dated for years before getting engaged in early 2023. They tied the knot in March 2024 during a ceremony attended by several WWE stars, including Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. The total of their net worth is more or less the income of Dominik on wrestling salary, merchandise, and side income, as Marie does not appear to have significant independent sources of income. She is a very supportive person in his hectic travel schedule and drama on the screen. This relationship of continuity gives a positive aspect to the controversial TV personality in life. The fans are happy to watch how family life compensates for the messiness of the professional wrestling entertainment. WWE Raw preview and streaming details 2025. Full match lineup, storyline updates, and how to watch live December 22, 2025. Grand Rapids, Michigan, Van Andel Arena. WWE Monday Night Raw, taped holiday week edition. As one of the final Raws of the year, the show also helps WWE build towards Royal Rumble 2026. While championship alliances, faction rivalries, and surprise appearances have all helped shape the Red brand in recent weeks. This episode is meant to serve as the bridge between premium live events in late 2022 and the turn of the new year. While taped earlier because of WWE's tour schedule, Raw will still broadcast in its standard Monday night time slot, and there are plenty of storyline developments expected to take place. Fans can expect a well-balanced card, the freshest of top stars, and established rivalries that have a permanent wave of momentum through January. Rhea Ripley, Asuka, and Bayley featured in a strong in-ring lineup. One of the highlight matches for the December 22nd show is a big-time singles battle between two top women in WWE, Rhea Ripley versus Asuka. which we could see having an impact on title and tag team angles moving forward. This is a match set to headline with Ripley continuing to cement herself as a top star on Raw, and Asuka's experience and unpredictability put her up against anyone. Also on the card, Bayley versus Roxanne Perez, which is a great chance for Bayley to get her groove back, and an even better way to test Perez against true top of the main roster competition. It will also feature Javon Evans versus Rayo Americano, also part of WWE's pushing newer talent, along with the stars they already have. It is expected that the headline match will be a tag team contest with World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk and Rey Mysterio facing off against The Vision's Austin Theory and Bronson Reed. This matchup keeps Punk's unease with new generations of talent going, while further establishing Theory's place as a major player on Raw. Becky Lynch returns as faction tensions rise on Raw. There is expected to be a heavy emphasis on storyline progression throughout the night. Close out the night with a segment that sees Becky Lynch return and confront a feud to add even more depth to the 2026 women's division. At the same time, the smoldering friction in Judgment Day and The Vision remains high, as both backstage promos and in-ring interactions are laying the seeds for future conflicts. Another angle to keep an eye on in WWE, of course, is whether or not the company is subtly switching allegiances and power players as Paul Heyman becomes involved with Austin Theory. The rise of Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed also means shakeups to the faction scene on Raw. How to watch WWE Raw live on December 22nd, 2025. WWE Raw airs live on Monday night via Netflix, continuing the platform's role as Raw's global streaming home. Broadcast times vary by region, with international viewers able to watch live or on demand depending on local availability. The final WWE Raw 2025 must end with a bang, as compelling matches, returning superstars, and the progression of storylines will bring this year to a finish and lay the groundwork for the road to Royal Rumble. Bayley furious. Lyra Valkyria issues public statement after WWE Raw. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria continued to sort out their issues after what happened on WWE Raw. Valkyria even dropped a message ahead of Christmas, with the role model responding. This past Monday on Raw, Bayley took on Roxanne Perez in a one-on-one match. Perez had the match won after she pushed the Grand Slam champion's face into an exposed turnbuckle, but miscommunication with Raquel Rodriguez distracted the referee. It allowed Bayley to regain her composure, though Lyra Valkyria brought out her other side with an angry slap. The move was enough to wake her up and beat Perez. In a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, Valkyria shared his wish for Christmas: a normal friend. Bayley reposted her partner's wish, breaking the notion that they are more than just a tag team. "Well then, it's a good thing we're just tag team partners," Bayley tweeted. While Bayley doesn't consider Lyra Valkyria as her friend, she still gave her a Christmas gift. Valkyria shared on social media that she received a life-size cardboard cutout of the hugger Bayley for the holidays. Lyra Valkyria thinks Bayley's name is funny. One of the underrated things Triple H has done over the past several months was revitalizing the women's tag team division. Lyra Valkyria and Bayley were put together during WrestleMania season before a Becky Lynch return put it on hold. With a new dynamic due to Bayley's split personality, the two has developed chemistry on and off the ring. The role model recently shared on the 6 Feet Under podcast with The Undertaker that Valkyria found the Bayley name hilarious. "I don't believe I chose Bayley. I don't think that was on there. When they gave me my names back, it was a list of 3 different names. One was Bayley, one was Davia, not Davina. I was like, that's not even a name. They were trying to get it close to my indie name. Rob Naylor, he was Dusty's right-hand man. I told him, I don't care for these. Can I send in another list?" He's like, "I'm not supposed to tell you, but they want to put you on TV this week. You need to choose one of these or else you have to wait." "Okay, I'll do Bayley." It was spelled B-A-I, and I said, "Can I do B-A because I'm from the Bay Area?" "Lyra makes fun of me." "I don't know why she thinks it's so funny," Bayley said. HT Fightful. For those unaware, Bayley's real name is Pamela Rose, and she was born and raised in San Jose, California. WWE News Roundup. Top star turns face and betrays Dominik Mysterio. New name for Roman Reigns. Liv Morgan sends a message to Roxanne Perez. Welcome to the December 22nd edition of WWE News Roundup. In today's article, we will look at topics around Roman Reigns and Liv Morgan, among others. Also, a shocking babyface turn recently took place at an AAA event, where a major name betrayed Dominik Mysterio. Let's check it all out without any further delay. Roman Reigns handed a new name by WWE. Roman Reigns has been known by many monikers during his time with WWE. He was officially handed another name by the company recently, as his recent merchandise calls him the Only One. The OTC has been away since Survivor Series, War Games, where his team suffered a loss against The Vision, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar. Likely, he won't be making any further appearances in 2025. All is well between Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Things looked uncomfortable between Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez when the former was sidelined due to an injury. However, the two have appeared on Be on the Same Page ever since Morgan made her return. The former Women's World Champion even posted a picture of Perez to hype her up, calling her the Prodigy. Morgan was the WWE Women's Tag Team Champion before she got injured. She was replaced by Roxy as Raquel Rodriguez's partner following the shoulder injury. Dominik Mysterio gets betrayed. Dominik Mysterio had been involved in some sort of union with El Grande Americano over the last few months. However, the alliance came to an end at Triple A Guerra de Titanes 2025, where Americano and Dirty Dom suffered a loss to Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix. After the match, Dominik Mysterio pushed El Grande Americano, following which the luchador shook hands with Rey Mysterio, officially turning babyface. 21-year-old WWE star tipped for huge push in 2026. Javon Evans has been touted as the next big thing in WWE by many. Matt Hardy also believes that the 21-year-old is ready to swim in the deep end and should be given more prominent opportunities heading in to 2026. I feel like Javon Evans is almost an experiment like Jeff Hardy. Jeff was super popular, and like Jeff had F***C kicked up a lot, and nobody knew exactly where he was, but once again they thought Jeff had done good for long enough, and they gave him that opportunity, Matt said. I think he is ready to be given the opportunities to be a main roster performer in the next year or so. I mean, if he's in NXT, let him have a run there, but I think sooner rather than later, especially while he's young and he can do everything he can do, and he's got that excitement and the buzz. I say get him on your main roster, man, Matt said. Javon Evans has wrestled a few matches on the main roster despite being a part of NXT. He also had the opportunity to showcase his talent on John Cena's final show, demonstrating the trust WWE has in his abilities.